Even as the Supreme Court is seized of the larger issue of whether Sandip Ghosh was being shielded by the state government or not. They've questioned why he was reappointed after resigning from the post. But even while that hearing was on, now we are told that subsequent to the High Court orders there in West Bengal, now Sandip Ghosh has been appointed as an OSD, whereas the state government had assured and the High Court had said that he should be sent on leave. Do you see this as some kind of special privilege once again being granted to Mr. Ghosh?
Yeah, well, from day one, the state government, or at least the political leadership of West Bengal, has been trying to protect the principal of RG Kaur Medical College and Hospital, namely Sanjeev Ghosh. And he has been they're trying to shield him from investigators and investigations. He was not routinely suspended the moment this crime came to light. He was allowed to continue. Then he was removed from his post on the High Court's instructions. And then he was reappointed at some other place. Again, he was removed from that post. And the High Court asked the state government to send him on long leave to bench him. Now, instead of doing that, he gets appointed as OSD in the Health Ministry of the government of West Bengal. Now, guess who is the Health Minister of West Bengal? The Health Minister of West Bengal also happens to be the Chief Minister of West Bengal. So it is now a game between the Chief Minister of West Bengal, who also happens to be the Health Minister of West Bengal, who also happens to be the Home Minister of West Bengal. So the ball is being kicked around between these three posts, right, and that is where we stand today.
Mr. Kanchan Gupta, I'd like to thank you so much for taking the time out and speaking to us here at Times Now on these developments.
Madhav, can I just come in for 30 seconds?
Yeah, okay. Please go ahead.
You know, we should seriously look at this whole thing of suddenly the political leadership of West Bengal is demanding both trial and punishment within 15 days. Now, that is not how the law operates in any law-abiding society or country in the world. Nowhere in the world which has a system of trial and appeal is a case decided within 15 days, unless you live in some dictatorship where, you know, a kangaroo court like the ones which operate in West Bengal do the trial. So this is total bunk. You cannot have a trial and punishment executed within 15 days.
Well, that's a fair point, sir. That's a fair point because the CRPC allows investigating agencies to take about 60 days in some cases to file charge sheets as well.
No,
so
not
I think,
only that,
yeah,
you know, supposing even if I were to complete my investigation, supposing I was able to file my charge sheet, but then the trial begins, and the trial, even on a day-to-day basis, cannot be done within 15 days.
Right.
That is an impossibility. Now, after the trial court comes up with its judgment or with its order, then the convict or the prosecutor both are allowed to appeal to a higher court, which means it then moves on to the High Court. And from the High Court, it will move on to the Supreme Court. Now, what Mamata Banerjee and her nephew, Abhishek Banerjee, are suggesting is that you short-circuit the legal system and you create a kangaroo court system where within 15 days you hold someone guilty or not guilty, and if found guilty, you shoot.
Is that a practical suggestion? Certainly, it's a very, very serious question, Mr. Gupta. I'd like to thank you so much for joining us and making those points. Let me